dark feet. The little hen followed the dog through the moonlit barnyard. The dog seemed to know exactly what he wanted to be. He led her straight to the kitchen door of the house. At the house, the little hen, obeying her deep instincts, left the dog to hide under the broad leaves of a huge burdock plant growing beside the kitchen door. The dog threw himself full length before the kitchen door. The moon sank away into the endless banks of the clouds. The night went pitch dark. The night stayed dark. The weasel came in a dark, flowing motion. Out of the dark, in silence, it went straight towards the slight, dried blood smell still clinging to the little hen. Suddenly, the weasel was at the burdock plant. There was no time for the dog to rise and leap. A growl pushed out of his throat. Like dark lightning, the weasel vanished. A darkness gone into the darkness, as if the weasel had never been. After the alarm of the weasel, the dog lay alert, head on paws, eyes staring. As his eyes became accustomed to the darkness, he impatiently watched two skunks. The dog did not find it necessary to warn the skunks. They were far enough away from the little hen under the burdock plant. He had become a different dog in the night, with a firm purpose and duty that he had put on himself to guard and protect the little red hen. Disturbance came again towards the morning. A strange dog came, carelessly sniffling along the big hay barn, padded across the yard towards the house, suddenly turned towards the burdock plant. In one leap from his laying position, the big black dog hurled himself before the burdock plant, threw himself about to face the intruder. He stood backed into the burdock, lips rolling, teeth savage, short, stiff growls started out of his throat. The intruder dog started answering the growls thought better of it, turned and walked on stiff legs to show that he was not afraid, just not interested. But once out of the sight behind the old car, he hustled himself down the drive and disappeared in the night. The big dog started back to the kitchen door. There was a slight sound. Still angry and defiant, the dog began to growl. The kitchen door flung open. It was the man! Before the man, the dog collapsed, laying guiltily and meek and silent. The man stepped out of the doorway into the dark yard. "So, you found your way back. You are smarter than I thought," he said softly in the darkness. "But your timing is still bad. Of all the nights to wake me up. First, I'm up half the night with the mare and her new colt. Then, when I come home around midnight, I find the little hen murdered. And now, when I'm trying to catch a few hours of sleep, there you are again. Well, is there any reason I shouldn't make a bad night complete by taking you for still another ride? It's dark. This time it won't be so easy for you to follow the car and find your way back here. At least not from where I'm going to take you. Come along." All the night bravely was drained from the dog, obedient to the man's order. He rose, weakened, dragged on behind the man to the car.